Yo, yo, yo. Let's talk about it. Shall we? Shall we dance? Let's talk about it. Pras. Ghetto superstar. Ghetto superstar. Daddy, what do I? The Fuji. He was on a Fuji live. Ooh la la la. So Pras, who was on court for conspiracy, was facing up to 20 years. Up to 20 years he was facing for bringing a guy who's on the run for the government right now and putting that person in contact with political government officials, including the President of the United States, Barack Obama. He was putting Obama at risk. You can't do that. Can't put Obama at risk now. You put Obama at risk. Boy, did you think you wasn't getting no time? First off, this dude is a guy that Tupac trusted. This guy has stabbed his own people in the back, his own group members. Then Tupac was the guy who trusted him. Out of everybody around, Tupac was the one that trusted him the most. And guess who his lawyer is? That's defending him in the case. David Kenner, Suge Knight's lawyer, David Kenner. That's who you see in the picture with Pras on the thumbnail. That's David Kenner, the one that Tupac fired before he died. Pras has got him as his representation. This boy has been working with them people for a long time. David Kenner looked weird with all that plastic face. He looked like a lizard man. Man, he told on his own cousin. John Forte got caught up because of Pras, I believe. Yeah, he went before the court and said he cooperated with federal agents and called them because he felt they should know what was going on about 3 Americans being held captive in China. They were being held hostages in China, so he felt the government should know. So he called the FBI. Pras is going to appeal, and it ain't gonna matter. They brought since China right now and the United States relationship isn't well. He will be the sacrificial lamb. Pras was paid hundreds of millions of dollars by China to commit conspiracy to put old Joe Low into the situation. He's a billionaire, but in the darkest ways. He get his money illegally. So allegedly this guy has frauded money galore. He funded the movie Wolf of Wall Street, which was a great movie, by the way. Yes, that's David Kenner. Everybody wonder what happened to David Kenner. Pras know where he's at. Now, why would Pras hire David Kenner after Tupac, who trusted Pras as much as he did, distrusted David Kenner and didn't trust him at all and fired him? Why would you want to go work with him? So when I'm watching the trial case and I see David Kenner, I said, that's David Kenner. I'm like, oh, now it's really making sense. But you can't get out of this one. You introduced that man to Barack Obama. They let you in because you had money. They was like, look, if you got 20 million, we're going to donate it to the charity and we get invited to meet Obama. 20 million, he paid Pras 20 million. After the 20 mil was rendered, then and only then, did he do what he was supposed to do. And he got 20 million up front. He made a donation to Barack charity, met him and Michelle, got a photograph with him, met other political U.S. government officials. That alone is a crime. Pras, you are black. More than that, you're Haitian. They not gonna let you ride, bro. He was found guilty on all 10 counts. They didn't give him any wiggle room. This is the federal government. You were the middleman. You the one in charge. The guy they want to get is gone in the wind. You got to stand firm. It's all on him now. gonna be inmate superstar in a minute. Somebody got to jump on the sword, and you played a dangerous game with the federal government, and they felt that you took China's money to make anti-American campaigns against the American government. All your campaigns you was dropping, you were being paid by China to do so. That's what they believe. That's what they did, and they're 100% right. Your ass is guilty as hell. That's exactly what you was doing. They were paying you to be the meat puppet you was. No, what information Pras gonna get it in? Pras is sitting there telling information and spread it in via social media and everywhere else, putting up these campaign slogans going against the United States, and he's taking money from China. That's mistake number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, all of it. So if you know that, and you know this, the best thing for anybody to tell you is when you ever heard well, we all heard the phrase, you made the bed, now you gotta lay in it and all that. Remember that? Well, you gotta lay in it. He got no choice. When the federal government come a knocking, boy, they already got what they want. Somebody got to fall for this. And since your boy is in the wind, the billionaire, he got money to be gone forever. Nobody gonna find him unless he want to be found. How much do you think that guy's gonna come up with? Man, Pras did so much. It wouldn't shock me if he instigated the Wyclef Tupac beef. That he was in the middle of it, playing both sides. What will Pras do to walk? In this situation, they don't care what information he got. It ain't big enough to get you out of this. This the president. This Obama. You embarrassed the president of the United States of America. And other federal officials, then to top that off, not only did you do that, there are other government officials that you brought in there and you attacked them, the United States of America. I am not that damn stupid ever in life to do something as goofy as what he just did. I don't think anybody out here, any one of y'all, is crazy enough to do what he just did. Oh no, we'll stay in this room. The federal government is not going to let you ride. And can you imagine all the people now who have dealt with Pras? You see 50 Cent was like, I'm glad I ain't never deal with you, homie. What'd he say? I knew he was a snake. That was his first thoughts in reply, is I knew you were a snake. Like, I knew you was a no good rat. This used to be the side or something when they made the expressway. So I'm like, why do they have that here? They forgot to buff that out. Everybody got a plan until they don't. Everybody got a plan till they don't. No, he thought his it don't stink. So he thought he had it made. He thought he had the complexion for the protection. And it came up to bite him in the hide. Why would you? Why would you expect anything to go any other way? Why would you hire David Kenner? David Kenner hasn't successfully defended anybody in any goddamn thing. He's not a litigator. He's a guy that goes in and settles. And with the federal government, buddy, you're gonna be guilty. Of course he's gonna appeal. He has no choice. What other choice do we have but to appeal? It's crazy because right now, if you ain't from the city, you would not know how to navigate through here. Let's say if you got an Airbnb, like my boy did, he was all messed up down here. He was like, I thought this was the right way to go. I'm like, dog, you are all over the place. You all in the wrong spot. I'm like, I'm gonna show you the back way. You come up through the back way, you ain't gonna have no problems. But if you don't come up the back way, you're gonna have some problems. I don't come in where everybody can see me. That's how they know who live there and who don't. Like, if you come in through the back way, then everybody know you live here. Oh, I'm in the hood. Like, the hood. Let's see if I guessed right. Oh, yep, I did. See, this is the back way. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This look like a dead end, right? Look like I'm driving to a dead end, right? Then I bust a move through an alley. Bust a move through the alley. Bust a move. When you come out through the alleyway, bang, you right here. Right where you need to be. Come through the back way. Just like G's shoes. Goofy mother. So, that's how you make moves. You gotta know how to dip out here. You don't know how to dip. Your head gotta be on a swivel. I'm late, didn't get a notification. I know. They didn't send them out. You know what time it is. You know what they on. You know who we dealing with. So on top of everything that's been going on, you're starting to see firsthand how all of this nonsense that has been transpiring If that dude working with David Kenner, why would you do that? If somebody was my boy and I knew they fired somebody right before they died, I didn't see the letter that he had sent out to fire this man. He was a litigator in everything he ever did. He never argued. I mean, he didn't know how to litigate for anything. He don't argue nothing. All he do is settle. And he do whatever wishes there is. He's criminal. So if I got David Kenner representing me, I already know I'm screwed. David Kenner was always being accused of somebody working with the feds. Oh, the project elevators. Shit. It's what we do out here, man. I chill in the hood. My head on the swivel, but I chill in the hood. Exactly. So why would he be there? Why would it be out like that? He was out like that because he knew he could be out like that. Nobody else was gonna say nothing to him. But everybody else is like, he could be out there like that. I don't even move in that direction. I don't even move in that kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I saw that, I would have known not to mess with Pras. Just by him hiring David Kenner, that to me tell me you was working with the feds. And you see what happened when you work with the feds, don't you? You get chewed up and spit out. Tupac was your man's. But yet, you gonna sit there and hire a lawyer? This is like people your homeboy was against, and then when they die, you start seeing some of your homeboys that was cool with him start rolling with his ops and his enemy. You know, it's like, where they do that at? That show you that those people weren't never really with you anyway. They show and they play their hand. You know, they could say what they want. Fatal Hussein was 100% with Pac. No matter what. He was 100% with Pac. And whatever Pac was talking about doing, he was with. Now, the rest of these guys, I can't really vouch for. Gaddafi and Hussein, Fatal. I will say those guys were probably the closest to Pac. You know what I'm saying? Than anybody. Idi Amin wasn't that close to Pac. None of them. Only two of the outlaws that I would say that was close to Pac. And Fatal didn't meet Pac until he was in jail, really. Pac was in jail when Fatal met him. He knew of him, but Fatal was in the streets. And he rapped and auditioned for Pac when Pac was in jail. And then he got blessed into the outlaws. Gaddafi brought him in. You must be talking about an old video or something. Because I haven't really done anything recently. Except for what I did on One Crack News. Yeah, somebody was telling he playing your Patreon stuff. I'm like, my paid material? Somebody was like, damn D is playing your Patreon stuff. I'm like, oh man. I was like, I'm gonna have to check it out. I don't know what's going on. In 94, 95, one of those years when Pac was locked up, so it probably was 95. That's when he got in the group Outlaws. He was never really an outlaw. They weren't even considered, they weren't even named the Outlaws then. Yep, they were dramacidal. And then they got turned into the Outlaws. That's how he got in there. But they were the closest to Pac. No, it's a lot of people, man, saying a lot of crazy stuff, but that's why I wouldn't roll with nothing that Castro, same thing. He didn't really know Pac like that. Napoleon, Napoleon was down. He was like down like 4 flat tires. But at the end of the day, they wanted to be rappers. They wanted to have a career in rap, and ain't nothing wrong with that. They was just rappers. So they wanted to be down. They wanted to have a career. So when Pac was gone, that halted like 90% of everything they were doing. But those guys stayed true to the Outlaws, so that's all they knew. Like they were young kids, teenagers. You know what I'm saying? Like 19, 20, they weren't even old enough to be doing nothing. My little homies. Castro was never around Pac like that. Even though you keep talking about Castro was his blood cousin, Castro was never around Pac like that. Never was. He probably knew of him, but he never was around Pac. I mean, people who was around him. He wasn't around him like that. When he formed the group, he probably said, well, he my blood, I'm going to put him in the group. He could rap a little bit, but they weren't around him. That's what I'm saying. If you say who was around who most, Castro, Hussein, Fatal. He was Fatal. Gaddafi was around Pac. Now that's who was around Pac. He grew up with him. Y'all gotta understand, Pac was only 25 when he passed away. 25. Everybody keep acting like he was a 35-year-old man or something. Or he was in his 30s or close to 30. He was just 25. And Tupac was more closer to his god brother than anybody. If you want to say anything of who he was more closer to, Castro or Gaddafi, he was more closer to Gaddafi. I got cousins right now that they my cousins, but I haven't probably been around them in 25 years. They ain't seen me since we was kids. They gonna be like, yo, we got together something and hung out, and I put them in a group of mine. They be like, yeah, but that's his cousin. He know him more than I'll be like, I ain't seen this dude in 25 years. This dude been around me like every day. Nah, everybody think I'm selling drugs. It's cool. It's crazy. I'm standing out here. They looking like, oh, we got a drug dealer on the corner. So, most of the people ain't gonna run up on me and try to do nothing because they think I got a burner on me. Because my other hand in my pocket. So this is how you keep people from running up on you. Everybody, it's a chance they can get blasted. So it's a couple people came out, tried to look and then go in, but they know better. I'm from the city. I know how to move. So that's just how you do it. Keep one hand in your pocket. And just let the neighborhood brothers know, like, all right, he about that business. Homie about that business. If something get crazy, it might be a pump fake, might not be a pump fake. You never know. I'm quite sure they don't want to find out. Of course. Listen, when you see all these people start coming together and working together, that's what they do. You see Pac, right? And you see Pras. Pras was somebody he trusted, somebody he was down with, somebody who knew his location, everything. He trusts him there. So the whole time, he know and communicate with Pras. Pras is going to be on the One Nation album. Everything. So he was being in the circle. Now, how did Pras get to the point where he met these Chinese guys that was giving him millions of dollars and he was throwing all that money around? Like he was the big timer. Like, oh, Pras got the money. He doing this and that. Pras making moves. So all these hip hop guys got themselves tied to him. So Busta need to check himself. Nas need to check himself. Everybody who was hanging around Pras during that time when he had all the millions of dollars, they said he had hundreds of millions of dollars donated to him. Because none of these guys want to get called up and have to go to the feds and report. Straight like that. Yeah, that's right. Turn around. U-turn. Go back. Yeah. U-turn, homie. Go back. Don't come this way. Yeah, but it's finna get real out here. So let me get out of position because I think they calling some people to join in. So let me get up out of here. It's getting crazy in the hood.